The MK2 Audi TT is finally fixed. Thank you. But if you remember in one of my last videos, I said the TT was broken, and that's because it was, but since then, I've somehow managed to fix it again. And just so you know what was actually wrong with it, basically it had another misfire on cylinder 1. So since then, I've changed the plugs on here. If you want to see how to do a plug on a wiring loom, especially on a Volkswagen Audi Group 1, go watch that video up there on the Porsche when I rebuilt the loom on the front bumper. But I changed the plugs on that, nothing changed. I still had a misfire on cylinder 1, so I swapped the HT leads between 1 and 2. The misfire was still on cylinder 1, so I swapped the spark plugs from 1 to 2. The misfire was still on cylinder 1, so I was like, well, it's nothing to do with the spark, because I know that's right. So from there, I went down and done the fuel injectors. So I swapped the fuel injector from cylinder 1 to cylinder 2. And lo and behold, the fault moved. It went from misfiring on cylinder 1 to misfiring on cylinder 2. So that told me the fuel injector, it was the fault. But what it didn't tell me was why. So what I decided to do was, when I changed the injectors on these for 4 freshly refurbished ones, the ones I took off the TT a while ago, I actually kept. And that was the injector that was supposedly refurbished that failed. And these 3 were the ones that I kept from when I replaced them last time. If you look on the tips, you can see the clean one is the one that was failing, funnily enough. These 2 had black soot on them, and the other one had black soot on it. So what I decided to do was, I pulled the intake manifold off. You've seen me do this a million times, so there was no point in recording it, 'cause it's just the same thing again. If you want to know how to do that, top right hand corner now. But I pulled the intake manifold off, swapped the injector that was misfiring with one of the old good ones, put it back in, and now the TT is running sweet. Now I know that the TT works mechanically, the engine is running fine, it's driving fine, minus a few little bits like drop links and stuff like that, but we'll do that in the future. I can finally modify the TT aesthetically with the things I bought 2 years ago to actually change it. Because like I've said previously, I didn't see the sense in making the TT look good when it didn't run good. But now it's running good, let me show you what we're gonna fit today. So this is a TT S Black Edition front bumper, I'm pretty sure. As you can see, it's got the vents on both sides and then a vent that runs across with a little splitter on the front, and I think it looks so good, especially when you get the outside of it body colour and the inside either silver or black. These are the vents for the bumper, in case you hadn't guessed. I'm going to change the middle braces. I got that with the bumper, but I got another one there as well. This is actually a gloss black twin exit rear diffuser for the TT, so you can see exhaust hole there and there, whereas the one on mine now technically is a twin exit, but that's because I cut that hole for the exhaust when I fitted that a while ago, and the holes are too big and it looks a bit crap. So we've got a new diffuser for that. This was actually the hardest part to find within this collection, and it's a passenger side wing. Yes, it's a different shade of silver, but if you look on the wing on mine, which has been like this since I bought the car, there's a massive hole and a big dent. And I think because of how hard they are to find, they're not cheap either. So I'm going to change mine for this, and the reason why the colour difference doesn't bother me much will make more sense in the future, because I have said before, but if you want to find out why it doesn't bother me, hit the subscribe button down below. So if I'm going to take a logical approach at this, I think the first thing I'm best doing is taking the front bumper off, because then that'll allow me to take the front wing off, and then these 2 can get swapped at the same time. And the rear diffuser shouldn't take long because they're only little tabs. Just pull the other one off and that one should click in its place. And some of you eagle-eyed viewers will have noticed that I've got a new front bumper, but I don't have a new grille, because the grille on here is the honeycomb one. The trim around it isn't the best. I might try and get a new one, but I don't know if this grille will fit, because I remember reading apparently the TTS bumpers, the grills are slightly larger on them by comparison to the standard one, so I'm going to wait to see, and if it doesn't fit, I'll get one ordered and we'll fit it after the fact, even if it means taking the bumper back off again. Because I'd rather order the right part once than have to order something, send it back and get something else. So first things first, let's get this boring stock front bumper off. And that is the old bumper off. Now that it's off, this is the back of the bumper, and as you can see on the grille, there's one bolt there, one screw there, and then 2 screws in the middle, and that whole grille should come off forwards. Here are the 2 fog lights, and as you can see on that one there, we'll have to transfer the fog lights over, so we'll pop these covers out the back. I think with this you just push these tabs down and then push it forwards. Same on both sides, and then on there I can get access to the fog lights. So I'll get these 2 vents out now, get the grille off, and I'll come back to you when we're taking the fog lights out. Now it's time to see if the grille of the other bumper fits this one, because like I said, apparently online people were saying there are size differences, but I'm not sure, so let's have a look. We'll have a look. Hey, looks like it fits. I mean, it does fit, but I'm not over the moon with it. Because the grille fits, so you can see there's a gap down there, but I don't know if it's just because the bumper's been twisted on the shelf, but you'll be pleased to know I'm not keeping this grille anyway. This is purely just to see how it looks. 1, because the chrome's rotten, 2, the grille's a bit chewed up, and 3, someone's decided to stick wood screws in the corners to stick the grille down for some reason, even though there was 2 bolts in the back. But for now, it does the job, and it actually does kind of fit. But I'm definitely getting a new one, and I'm going to get an all gloss black one. I think it'll look lovely with the colour the car's going to be. Because if you haven't guessed already, the car's not staying silver. And speaking of the car not staying silver, the bumper is relatively built up, but I can't fit that yet, because if we come onto this side, you can see I need to replace this wing, and if I stick the bumper on now, I can't get to any of these fixing bolts down here that keep the wing on. So let's change that wing next. Now, instead of trying to pull the whole side skirt off, pull it back, you can see there are the 2 bolts for the wing. They look like 10 mil, so I should be able to get a ratchet in and unscrew them. And then this bit here just pulls away. And then the rest is behind the washer bottle. What the hell is that? Oh, it's leaking. That looks like it should be for headlight washers, which I don't have. Surely that's not OEM. So to get to the mounting bolts for the wing, I need to remove the washer bottle, and to do that I need to take off the 2 connectors that power the the washer pump, and I'm assuming it's a level sensor. So let's take this connector off the bottom. There's one, and then this up here. Hey. Now I can get to that bolt and that bolt. Please don't leak. I'm going to take those 2 bolts off the bottom one sec. Well, might have to take the side skirts off. Great. I think this is being tiger sealed down. Oh, 3M tape. There was a load of 3M tape on the bottom. Now I need to get all of these bolts out. Can't lie, I thought this would only be a few bolts. It's getting bigger and bigger, but I think the bottom 2 bolts that hold the wing on, I might have to grind the heads off, drill it and re-rib nut it. So yeah, because it looks like, because when the car was first categorised as a category N before I bought it, that wing had been smashed in, and I think that's what's happened. It's damaged all the threads, and whoever's got a new one on somehow has stripped everything out. So this is going to be fun. And these are the bolts that I'm on about, so let's get one out, or try. And now see if we get lucky on number 2. that? No. So I might have to get a flat wheel on a grinder, try and cut that head down. Nice. Now that's off, I should be able to get this washing bottle out. Hey. And what's it stuck on? Hope it doesn't go everywhere like that. Nice. So now that's off, you can see the other bolts I need to get to, which is those two, and I think the rest are on top. And then this bit here at the front, there's just one bolt there and one bolt there. So I'll get them two off, I'll get them two out, we'll go to the top, get that off, and we should be able to get this wing off. Well, I thought that was the case, but I couldn't have been more wrong. You'll never guess what I've just noticed. So, I got this wing relatively off. Under there is unbolted, over there is unbolted, the bolts out the back. The only thing left was to take 1, 2, and 3 out the top, and this will come off. That's all well and good. And I was looking at it, I was thinking, hold on a sec. There is all nice and flat. And on this supposed Mark II second-hand wing, it has an indicator. So that got me thinking, that's not right, because the indicators are on the mirrors. And then when I looked at it further, the two brackets on the back, they're different. The front, that's different. And then when I looked at the top, the mounting holes are completely off. So I was thinking, well, this was advertised as a Mark II. There's the advert for it, Mark II wing. This is what I received. And once again, I've been sent the wrong wing for a car because it's been advertised wrong. This happened with the Porsche last time. No. Fucking Mark II wing, innit? Now it's happened again with the TT, and just like the Porsche, it took me 2 years to find out because I didn't open it when it turns up. So my new mantra now is, as soon as I get a parcel for a car, I'm opening it. But what that now means is I can't fit this wing because it's the wrong wing, so I'm gonna have to stick that back on for now, so I can fit the front bumper just to see how it looks, because I'm not gonna leave it like this. So I'll put that back on for now, I'll put the side skirt back up. We'll get the front bumper on, and then we'll go on to the rear diffuser, and then we'll look at what the car looks like after the fact, just without having a new wing, because this wing's all chewed up. I am still going to replace it, I just need to find one. I've messaged the seller about the other one on eBay. But with it being 6 months since I received that, oh no, it was only 6 months, not 2 years. I just realised I got that in January. So with it being 6 months since I got it, I can't see them refunding me. I have said I'll send it back and they give me a refund and my back square again, but we'll see what happens. I'll update you in the next TT video as to what they're saying, if that actually works. But at this point, I think it's going to be a case of me trying to sell it. And I think trying to sell a Mark I wing is going to be more difficult because there's a fair few available and they're relatively cheap. So let's see what happens with the saga of the wing. But we're staying positive because I get to fit this bumper to the TT and see what it actually looks like. So I'll get that wing back on and I'll come back to you when I'm fitting that bumper. We'll get that on, get the grills in, and we can see how the front looks. Then we'll go to the back of the car and we'll fit that diffuser. So see you when we're putting the bumper on. And I'm back. The old wing is back on, as is the side skirt, and the car's back on the ground. And I still can't get over that. That's the second time that's happened to me on a passenger wing, that being the first. But anyway, let's get this bumper on and see what it looks like. Yeah, that looks sick. So, still got to plug the fog lights in, fit the grills and the lights. So, let's get the grills and the lights in. I'll come back to you when it's all put together. You can see the final result. I need to clean all the marking off it as well. I don't really know how, but I'll figure it out. And there it is, my Mark II Audi TT with the TTS Black Edition front bumper, and I think that looks fantastic. I can't wait to sort the colour out of the car, but I was quite surprised that the bumper is the same silver as the car, kind of, because when I first bought it, it looked like it was more of a goldy colour, so I can actually run that as it is now. Obviously, it's a shame about the wing, but it doesn't look too bad. It's just annoying that it's like that, and I can't wrap the car until I get a new wing, so I need to find one of them. But we're not finished just yet, because although the TT is looking pretty sick with the front bumper, I need to stick that diffuser on the back. And I could be wrong, but I think to get the old one off, all I need to do is pull it out the bumper. There we go. There is the rear diffuser, and I think that looks a million times better. And I may have had to take the loss on the passenger wing or fender if you're American, but I think with the front bumper and the rear diffuser, that's defo a win. And the grills within the front bumper, because I didn't even know if they were going to fit, but they fit spot on. And whether you like the Audi TT or not, you can't say that isn't a nice looking front end. And considering all the back is a gloss twin exit diffuser, I think that's made the world of difference. So after this video, I'm pretty happy with the Audi TT. There are a few things I need to add to the shopping list. A new gloss black front grille, because although that doesn't look that bad, it defo does need changing. So I'm gonna change it. A passenger side wing or fender if you're American, for all the obvious reasons. And I don't need to add this to the shopping list because I've already got it, but I've also got a wing to stick on the back of this TT. But I'm not going to stick it on yet, I'll do that in a different video. Likewise with the door, I was going to do the door in this video, but with the wing messing up and the door being so close to it, I'm going to do the door when I do the wing, when I get a new wing. Because although a door may sound simple, 2 bolts on the hinges and a plug, this one is bare on the inside, so I'm going to have to strip it down and rebuild the door entirely. So that's going to be another video. And on that note, that's going to be it for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. The TT looks fantastic. I'm made up with that front bumper. I'm glad that fit, even though the wing didn't. But yeah, like I said, I'm made up with that. So that's going to be it for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notifications bell so you get an update every time I post a video. And I'll see you in the next one.